For generations, the life script was clear. Graduate, get a job, get married, have kids. But a growing number of men are stepping off this conveyor belt, remaining unmarried well into their 30s, 40s, and beyond. Society often labels them as commitment phobic, Peter Pans, or too picky. But what if we're getting the story completely wrong? Welcome. Today, we're not here to judge. We're here to understand. Let's delve into the real psychology of men who don't marry on time. The first and most powerful factor is a fundamental shift in motivation. We call this the threshold man. In the past, marriage was often a practical necessity for financial stability, social standing, or starting a family. Today, for many men, marriage is no longer a necessity. It's a choice. And not just any choice, it's the ultimate premium choice. These men aren't against marriage. They are for an exceptional marriage. They have a high internal threshold. They aren't looking for a wife. They are looking for the partner, someone who is a true intellectual, emotional, and adventurous equal. They would rather be single than settle for a relationship that feels mediocre or doesn't add profound value to their already fulfilling lives. This isn't a fear of commitment. It's a commitment to a specific, high-standard vision of partnership. Secondly, let's talk cold, hard economics. Many men are operating on a risk assessment model they've inherited from previous generations. They see divorce statistics. They are acutely aware of the potential financial and emotional fallout of a marriage that doesn't work out. In an era where a divorce can be financially catastrophic, especially for the higher earner, caution is a rational response. This isn't necessarily cynicism. It's often a desire for absolute certainty before making what they perceive as the highest stakes decision of their life. They are trying to de-risk their future, waiting until they are 100% sure, a feeling that, ironically, may never come. Our third point is about the timeline of life itself. Modern male adulthood has expanded. A century ago, a man was often a finished product by 25. Today, a man at 25 might just be starting his career, exploring the world, paying off student debt, and figuring out who he is. He's focused on building his identity, his portfolio, and his experiences. Marriage, in this context, can feel like a closing of doors rather than an opening. He may worry that marrying will mean giving up his personal missions, his freedom to travel, or his ability to take career risks. He's not avoiding responsibility. He's fulfilling the responsibility he feels to his own potential first. Let's talk about roles. What does it mean to be a good husband today? The template is gone. In the past, the role was clearer: provider, protector, father. Today, it's a complex, often confusing mix of emotional confidant, equal co-parent, domestic partner, and career supporter. There is no single clear model for success. This ambiguity can be paralyzing. A man might think, am I ready to be all of that? Without a clear path, the pressure to perform a role perfectly can lead to procrastination. He delays until he feels he has perfectly figured out this new, complex identity, which, of course, he can't do outside of an actual marriage. Finally, and this is crucial, we must reframe this not as a failure to launch, but as a conscious life choice. For some men, the traditional milestones of marriage and children are not the primary sources of meaning they are made out to be. Their fulfillment comes from their work, their creative pursuits, their friendships, their communities, or their freedom to contribute to the world in their own unique way. Choosing not to marry is as valid a life path as choosing to marry. It represents a diversification of life scripts and an acknowledgement that there is no one-size-fits-all formula for a happy, meaningful life. So, the psychology of the man who doesn't marry on time is not a simple pathology. It's a complex interplay of raising the bar from necessity to an ideal partnership, a rational calculation of modern risks, an extended journey of self-discovery, navigating the ambiguity of modern male roles, and, for some, a conscious choice for a different kind of life. Understanding this isn't about making excuses. It's about replacing judgment with empathy. It's about seeing these men not as broken or afraid, but as individuals navigating a complex world, making deliberate choices about their own happiness and purpose. The clock they're listening to isn't the biological or social one. It's their own internal clock, and they are waiting for it to tell them it's time. What are your thoughts? Is this a fair representation, or is there another side to the story? Share your perspective in the comments below. Let's have a respectful conversation. If this gave you a new perspective, please like and subscribe for more content that explores the human experience. Thanks for watching.